are
would you
Captain
say?
Slayer for Captain Seeker. A captain from elsewhere. Well, he gestures at Alexander, perhaps two. This is a large amount of forces to be marshaled on such short notice. But the iron is hot. It must be struck hard.
Of course. Our table is narrow, so we must proceed. Very good. Then we shall gather whatever information we can. If you have anything that you can offer, Captain Roderick. Inform me at your behest, so we can make the most informed decisions.
For such inquiries, I would direct you to the Seekers. If it is matters of training oneself, caring for one's equipment, that I can assist you with. But the questions of the hunt for us Slayers is a simple one. Strike hard, strike fast, be unrelenting. And do not cower.
Is that so? I've always found it so interesting, the ecology of the twins. I didn't grow up here, but I've heard tales of it. Why is it you do what you do? That's the question I could never have answered.
Why do the things of the twins do as they do, or do you mean us?
You, provincials. Surely it would be easy to move somewhere else, but you don't.
Surely it would be easier, yes. It would also be equally as easy to lay down and die. A mere 24 hours for dehydration. Or even faster, a noose or a blade. That which is easy is seldom worth doing. I trust you all make the best use of your time here. Keeping in mind, that which is easy is seldom worth doing. If you're in need of armaments, ammunition, he gestures at the forge, I will be sure to address them to answer such. Within reason, of course.
Understood, Captain Roderick. But we need to know what we'll be facing before we know how to armor against it. And for that I will seek out your seekers.
I can give you their names, but if it is the tactics and the stories behind them, that is a seeker conundrum. You have the bog beast, Prizdiekt. We know not of where he came, but we do know he's in the twins now. A creature of a type of morphed from a type of beast from the elven homelands of Gathaltha lore. A dinosaur, I believe they're called.
I was waiting for everyone to be like, "What does my character know what a dinosaur is?" I was waiting for the cacophony of people to ask. Like,
the answer is no.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Actually-
bards might, the elf might, Anushka might.
Yeah, we did just terrible background.
Anushka for being.
You can roll nature
Nature.
because
Did
like
I-
dinosaurs aren't indigenous to the twins. So that's not what your background.
Oh, okay.
But
For D, you can roll your background. I might shown up a couple times.
That's medicine, ignore that, that's such a
I mean,
rule. Fuck's
I mean,
sake.
I was gonna say we can just keep the roll result. We can just add or subtract 2.
Sorry, which roll could we do again?
If you're a bard, you can roll background.
Okay.
So we'll keep the first roll, Kirsty, but then subtract 2.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, you've heard of dinosaurs. These weird, large reptilian creatures that grow massive and huge, and there's so many different subspecies and types that are indigenous to Elven homeland.
Nice.
Thank the gods they're not here. Because you're just like, can you imagine what that shit would be like in the twins? Looks at Prizdiek. Ah, I figured out!
It's worse somehow.
Like, no thank you. No thank you. You are just gonna keep them.
Yeah, Deets, you know the term dinosaur. It was never really not in your education growing up because they aren't indigenous to this continent, so. You know of the term.
Okay.
Silas Nat 20? Yeah, you know about dinosaurs!
Hey.
You know about the T-Rex, the
That's cool.
Spinosaurus, the Velociraptors. All that good shit.
Excuse me.
So his ears just perk up a bit, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so it's definitely an oddity to hear that Prisdict is somehow based off a dinosaur, considering how you wouldn't be able to find a dinosaur for thousands of miles from here. Unless one was imported. In which case, then that's the plot to Jurassic World.
Why are you saying dinosaur names? We don't know what they are.
Yeah, I don't know. Silas knows well.
Yeah, that's
Sounds like, yeah, that's right.
That's the important part. Silas knows well. So yeah, let's see.
He mentions
you
dinosaurs and Alessandra just nods like, oh, right, dinosaurs.
Have I ever spelled Prisdiac for you guys? I know I've done it for Al.
You have? It's just a
think so.
bitch of a word.
Yeah, because I've got it written down. Because we were trying to read it last week and being like, nope.
I put PRY ...
There, it's there.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
It's a
it. Yeah,
nightmare.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen it before.
Oh yeah, because I've got the ears of Prixelalala, and I'm
And
just
I'm
like,
pretty
yeah.
sure the names of the others were written down somewhere, but I don't remember where.
yeah. I've got.
Well, I don't know if your characters know him, so I guess that's now.
You are, of course, familiar with Auntie Blackreach.
Some of us all too familiar, in fact. He gestures to River Company.
A hag, like many, based in the Feywilds, enjoying her stints in the mortal realm. Worry not, this will be her last vacation.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
The chromatic celebrant, the host of all these cults. A fairy, a luxurious one. No surprise that Auntie Blackreach knows them and vice versa. Il Sanguinia, the Blood Maiden. Although I would say maiden would be an overstep.
We
For
were told
such-
some.
Hmm.
We were told some disturbing information regarding how she's able to take over one's body. Do you have any insight on this?
I do not. I know divine faith will shield the faithful. But the Seekers are seldom fond of faith, as a last resort. For that they turn to precedent and track record. They turn to the Silverbloods of Silfwall. Do not concern yourself with Phil Sanguinia, the hunt shall be theirs. And while I may call our operation a hunt, for them, it truly is that.
That
Do
is
not.
comforting to hear.
Do not get in their way.
Would not dream of it, my friend. Now, there was something I wanted to inquire about. I was willing to wait until the War Council, but given that you are here, I was told that whether it was the Seekers or the Slayers, or both of you, that you had in your possession rebreathers to shield one from harmful gases and air.
We do. We do. The apparati that you're referring to differ between our factions. For Slayers, we're taught immediately how to fight in it. The Seekers are more contingent upon not getting hit in the first place. Different styles of equipment.
I see. Which do you think would be more available and more useful to novices like ourselves?
The secret equipment would surely be easier, but it has the threat of breaking if struck. A frail gadget, I suppose. If I were to instruct any of you to use our equipment, I think you would be finding yourself at a bit of a loss.
How so?
You're not trained to use it.
Oh, well, of course. I assume training in such equipment would take time that we do not have.
Perhaps some of you might be, through Garadia's instruction, broken and drilled into to use it. He scans across all of you, but not all of you.
Duly noted. Tell me, Captain Garadia, would he be receptive to taking some new pupils over the course of the next few days?
I think he would welcome it, so long as you aren't weak. But if you are weak, fear not. He will break you and remake you.
That is wonderful to hear.
I'll instruct Captain Garadia to stick around the compound next I see him. Deliver your intents to him.
I would appreciate that.
Hmm.
We all would.
Then... there is one last one. Cyricles, the Spiderus. That is the last target.
And who will be going after her? It.
I do not know. I believe there was some talk with Garadia. And one of the secret captains, Captain Belair. I think she would enjoy it.
Not a fan of arachnids?
No. She just relishes the hunt. The kill.
Oh, who doesn't?
Also, I have it under good information that Cyricles likes disguising herself as human, or some humanoid, luring people.
Is that so?
Correct. Captain
So
Blair has a penchant for deceptions, and the eradication thereof. Call it a bad streak in her youth.
Duly noted.
He thinks for a moment. If you all have the pleasure of speaking with her, I apologize in advance for her candid nature.
Well, I personally can do candid.
Then, brusque nature.
He kind of smirks and says, I can do brusque as well. I've met some very unfriendly people in my time.
As you say. I have it under good information that she and Slayer Captain Garth-Mod will be arriving here in 2 days' time. Then, see, Slayer Captain Amaya and one other secret captain will show up here towards the beginning of the 4th day, and you all know that's when the War Council will be held.
Of course. As for the captains that are currently here in town, it's yourself, Garadia, Rickard, and Janik?
Correct.
And that's all?
Correct.
Understood.
Then, River Company, train well. He just begins walking away. Begins walking towards the forge.
Have an excellent day, Captain, he calls after him.
He doesn't really respond.
I figure as much. Please be polite, though. Alexander will grab Brain Dead or Dane and stick him next to Silas for safety.
It's a flare of a name strain, I
Oh,
guess.
smoked him.
Yeah, so it is again sort of afternoon. We'll say like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock of day 0 at this point. We do have 4 days to go through, 4.5 technically. Is there anything pertinent you guys want to do today on day 0? Because I have the rest of your schedules for days 1 through 4, not day 0. So, anything?
Yeah.
All good, I think.
Yeah, nothing in
Really?
particular. Other than
Besides,
just
like-
like,
Go on.
yeah, other than just like wandering around the camp or something, getting a feel for like if the skinny lady's still there.
The scary lady.
Hey, she hunter's marked me, okay? That's scary.
Yeah, that is a threat.
Man, just stop
Yeah,
being
yeah.
a fucking devil. I don't know what to tell you, man. Anyway.
Okay.
It's just
Also
getting
just
a person who's
to
there.
watch people, so I mean,
Yeah, training Amber, but I don't think that needs... Unless you think it.
Just getting a feel around the camp, really.
Very
Roderick
well.
said that Garadia is not in the compound currently.
Not currently. I will give you guys one stand of good idea because he's the one in charge of the training grounds.
Good.
So I will do that now. So you guys have been training for a couple hours now. Some of you more so just getting used to, getting a feel for the place. Can all of you roll me a D100? There is one loser.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Hey, 59!
Oh,
Hey!
You got the number!
damn it.
You lose!
I'm like smack in the middle, there's nowhere I
sir.
can go.
You lose!
God, I was
Gotcha.
so bad at
Slayer
200.
sees the fucking
You guys are
devil
rolling
in her
so
training
well.
grounds.
Yeah, no,
Rolling
suddenly my 6-9
so-
isn't looking too great.
So well.
You
my
might have
God,
lost
this is
here, but
probably,
you
like,
won the
best
war.
Lux I've ever seen from like a group batch. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Lower is
Oh my
better.
God,
So,
that's it.
anyways, Anushka,
Fucking knew it.
can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh no. Okay.
Just throwing an axe at your head.
Yeah, probably. Dexterity save, yeah.
Correct.
Well, listen, I'm trained in it.
You fail.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I was guessing there.
So yeah, as you guys are, some of you are sparring, some of you are working out, some of you are doing some test firings. Anushka, you're just having a bit of a breather, you know, like doing some double checks on your guns. When you feel a bar get slammed into the top of your back, or like along your shoulder blades, which sends you careening like 15 feet.
Just eating dirt, essentially, I would guess.
I won't roll the damage. No, actually I will.
It's just to prove dominance. Because, like, it's gonna be patched up, but we want to know how much it hurt.
3,
Yeah,
4,
great.
6.
It's gonna
You
break
take
the 10
damage rolling a
HP.
D100.
Yeah, if I
Roll
she's actually
a
actually
D100.
broken her spine.
Oh shit!
You
dog.
take 25 points of
Oh,
bludgeoning
God.
damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, she's definitely winded. 20.
You see Captain Goradia, because you guys haven't seen him before. Well, not Alexander, but the rest of you have seen him before when he was examining number 111. And he had just slammed you in the back with the haft of his spear. Which, I say spear. Spears normally have a wooden haft to it. His is solid metal.
This is the way.
So you basically just got hit with the equivalencies
A
of, like,
bar.
a two-handed baton.
Yeah, the limbs go flying. Keeps holding the gun though, just to point that out. The gun is still firmly in hands, but yeah.
I will give you that. I
Probably-
think
yeah.
that tracks.
Yeah,
Basically
yeah,
just ragdoll.
You guys
You got
all
the-
hear maybe the crack of a little bit of bone and the sound of Anushka going flying, dirt
Yeah.
being scratched. It's like hearing like a metal baseball bat striking a metal like a stop sign.
yeah. Oh, ding.
I have no experience of what that sounds like at all. I'm not a delinquent.
Definitely not.
And what do all of you think you are doing?
Well, I thought we were training, I thought, but it or at least getting a feel. Did you have to do that? Not warn me first. That really hurt.
Why would they warn you? The
He
point is
walks
stay on
over
your
to
feet.
you, swaps the spear to his other hand, offers you a hand up.
She'll take it, but
You take it, and he pulls you up and then drops you back down.
thank you very much. Gets up on her own.
You are not slayers. You shouldn't be here.
I thought we were allowed to use this space.
Under whose authority?
Points to Abigail. Well, I guess not her authority, but she was the one who invited us.
You point over at Abigail, and she immediately she's like jogging over.
Captain Garadia, we're here on my volition and no authority. Yes, sir.
We are here under the authority that we will be accompanying the Slayers and the Seekers on a mission very soon. It is in your best interest
Training
that
grounds
we are.
around.
Yes, but none have the facilities quite as good as the Slayers. Or do you
This is some
disagree?
pathetic attempt at buttering me up. I suggest you go start a career as chef.
I will never dream of buttering up a Slayer.
He scans across all of you. He looks at Abigail. You want the use of my training grounds? Fine. Pick your representative.
Oriana would volunteer.
Abigail takes a step away from him immediately, and she has this sort of panicked look on his face, like, "Oh no."
What? She knows what this means.
He 100% knows what this means.
Yeah, Oriana would step up.
Get in the ring.
She does so. He doesn't say not to bring weapons, so I'm gonna.
Oh no,
assume
he's bringing his in.
that checks out. All right, then I have the staff then.
I have a bardic. Just right off the
Wait,
bat.
I'm back. What did I miss?
I
Sorry.
appreciate you so much.
A fight is happening. No.
If you strike me once, I will let you use the training grounds. If I beat you into unconsciousness, you all leave.
Understood. How much is Redain's temp HP real quick?
11, I believe.
Just gonna,
11.
Just gonna type that in real fast, like.
So, you get into the ring. And he begins, like, pulling off his long cloak and like, sort of, like, dropping it over the side of the fence. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. Don't suck. Oh, that's really bad. I'm not even gonna throw a bardic on that shit.
You failed.
Oh no.
Make me a strength saving throw.
Please don't suck as much. That's better? Is that enough?
You suffer 21 points of piercing damage,
54
and you are pinned to the ground
equals...
by a spear which is ungodly heavy. Roll your initiative.
Nah, I don't even have my token on board. I just do that. Let's spend a die just to make that a little better.
Where is Captain? Sheets.
That's not a great roll, but it's a d6, so.
It's not filled out. Nice. Which is what I thought I did.
How much does quick?
Or was this when it crashed? See.
Garth, don't forget you also have the partners in crime thing set on you right now.
I don't have a single
So,
clue what that does.
well, I was about to explain it if you were patient, which means that if my bardic die fails on you, you can use it once more.
Well, this isn't a failing sort of thing.
Yeah.
It just is a thing.
And the only time that would have been used... No, it's good to know. It's good to know. But it would have probably been on the deck save. That's high as shit. Anyways. Here's a +9. Oh, good.
Alright, I'm not gonna go into how, like, he could just literally action surge and beat the shit out of you in 6 attacks apiece. Each of them doing 2d4 plus... 14 damage?
Well...
On a prone target that... Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it. You feel an ominous sense of doom as he begins walking over with you and just cracking his knuckles underneath his gauntlets.
Well, that was quick.
But you feel something stir in the back of your mind. A voice. An angry voice. A familiar voice. Very familiar to you. She instructs you. No, she demands of you. It's less of an instruction, more of an order to get back up. Make me another strength save with advantage.
That's
You are not
shit.
doing. You're not doing well on these.
All right. Let me see what I have to fucking throw at this. Don't have
Do
to
you want
answer
one of my
this.
little birthday tomes?
Sure. I guess I'll throw. Well, what? I can't ask what the DC is. That'd be mildly cheating. By mildly,
Also,
I mean
could I be within 10 feet of Oriana?
Use it.
I-
Try again.
And I would use my
Oh my
collective
God.
Are you
force.
fucking kidding?
Oh, wow.
How are
Sure.
you so shit?
It's started.
I'm actually just getting mad.
You guys used all the luck
God.
on the D100 rolls earlier.
Yeah.
Is it
Let's
too
go.
late to have used my, what is it? Where is it? What the- Directive force?
I'll say you can. At the second bout of rolls, yeah, I'd say
Okay.
you can.
Gotcha.
All right, so that would be a D4 with the with the bardic instos.
That was a +2. Is
This
it
is,
possible?
This is what did my Chinese teacher say? Very buhao. Fei Chong buhao. Very not good.
Yes.
So roll the D4
Oh.
for his directive force.
Well,
Oh,
that's
not
based
it
on
was a
half
D6.
damage. I have evasion, but that's not gonna help with this. It would have reduced the damage for the first one if I had thought of it. Well, there's a good
Hey.
roll. Downside is a D4.
Yeah.
So
21, 22.
okay, 22. Okay. You hear Scavola's voice in your head, and it is not pleased. It's almost venomous the way she speaks. That she's trained you better than this. That you are better than this. And if you're not better than this, this will be the end of you. And she's not making a threat that she's gonna end you. She's making more of a threat at Captain Garandi, who's walking at you with ominous intent.
He cracks
And
his
you're
knuckles like a
grabbing
child
at
beating a
this solid metal bar. It's basically more of just someone made a fucking ingot into a spear and are trying to pull it out from your like lower torso, trying to pull it out of the dirt and everything, trying to just get it out, and it's not working. The blood is making the move still slick and everything like that. What does Alessander say? To put some what sort of military pep talk can we put into this?
I just put in the chat. Get up, soldier. You call this about embarrassing yourself?
One older instructor, one new comrade. You begin pulling out the spear. And Captain Guardia even actually stops as you begin, like, pulling the spear out. Some of your innards are on it, I will say.
Oh,
Ugh.
gross.
I can heal that. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
And you just sort of... When you have this is... You are not able to use this as a weapon. This would be disadvantage on all your rolls if you tried to use this as a weapon. So you just sort of fling it off to the side, and all of you hear this... sort of like when you're like doing like dead weight lifts. You guys ever hear like someone drop the bar? Because that's what you're supposed to do. It's like that.
Familiar with this?
And he stops and looks at you.
Just has murderous intent in her eyes. She doesn't say anything.
Scavola's in your head telling you, do it. Go get him. Get revenge. I don't care how good he thinks he is. You will be better. Go get him. Make me a charisma save.
Oh, I'm so... Okay, here's the thing. That's the one that I have a 0 on. It'll
Is it
be
too
a
early to
natural
give him
20,
yet
man.
another bardic? I assume
Sure.
so. But...
No, if you want to.
Christ.
Hell yeah.
We're a bit narrative
It
mode right
doesn't
now.
Oh my
I don't think we do.
God.
We're
Gosh,
not.
Jesus
Save you.
fucking... Okay, I'm gonna roll again for
Please,
fun.
you
just
sure you
to
don't
see
want the
the 20.
tomato
No, it's okay.
victory and shit?
I said yes earlier.
Oh, fuck, well,
Yeah, but...
what?
Yeah, sure, totally, absolutely. I'm rolling like Fred right now. No offense.
None taken.
Which means he'll probably roll good later, so that's good for him.
You could have a D4.
Don't jinx
I don't
what
think a
I
D4 is gonna save him.
That's. I mean, okay. There is a way you could save this. If you roll the D4 and if you roll well on the D4 and you roll well on the bardic, you could save. It's a slim thing, but there is a chance.
1d4 and 1d8.
Oh,
17?
Do I?
No,
well,
that's-
no, it wouldn't be
that's
17.
not
It'd be
a-
4 plus 3 plus
Yeah.
4.
yeah.
I rolled the next versus
Oh.
So
There's
that'd be
nothing I
what's
can
that?
add to
11.
it. Something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
You're so close.
You should just take the chance.
I
and
said
re-roll
I'll
it. Just
take it.
re-roll it.
I will say
Just
I don't
re-roll
think it's worth spending a thing you get once a year.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
but it's only like a couple months until it gets rethingied anyway, so I'm not that fast.
Really, you want to use it now and not in the fight where
Hold on.
you guys are
we're gonna
fighting
get
literally.
kicked out.
Hold on, you.
No,
I have
we're
an
not.
inspiration. Garth, use my inspiration.
Oh, you have an inspiration.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah,
you
no,
use
I
the
take the
inspiration,
chapter to pay back then.
If you use the inspiration, you're just taking the 10.
Would
With
that
the
be
3
enough?
or
You don't know?
up to you, Garth. What do you think?
I
Should we
guess
try
I'm
it?
going to take the inspiration, which is what the 10 brings it up to, or what brings it up to the 10.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah,
I'll make
So
a
that
7.
makes 17.
Yeah. Do you want to, Garth?
yes, for the 4th time.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. How many people are talking?
So, you hear Scavola's echo, her memory of tutelage in your head. She said similar in the past. No, not similar. She said that in the past. Although she didn't address anyone specific with it, but nonetheless, you sort of shake off like, no, I'm not trying to just follow her orders, and also because you think that if you tried to go toe to toe with Captain Garaja, he'd probably kick your ass. He just stands there and crosses his arms and looks at you, and leans closer. Almost, his arms are crossed. He's just leaning closer, almost like a parent scolding a child, or almost like a dickhead taunting someone else of like, go on, take a free hit. Which one he actually is doing, it's hard to tell under the helmet, but he leans in
That's a
closer.
second.
And he's just staring at you. And for all of you watching, some tense moments pass as Oriana, you get back up again. Your innards should be in you, not out of you. But you don't assail him, unless you want to.
I'm going with your advice of don't.
I only give you guys the mood. Whether you guys follow through with it is up to you. He eventually leans back.
In that time, can I use Quickened Healing to put myself back together a little bit?
Sure.
That I'm just destined to be in pain.
Oh my god.
Ah, welcome to my life as Quint.
Yeah. Where's my key points? There's my key points. That's +4. Okay, I'm at 48 of 54. Thank you for the temp HP, dear God.
You begin sort of moving around your bits and putting it back in and taking deep breaths, stealing yourself, sort of actuating, or not actuating, distancing yourself, mind, body, and soul. So, I suppose you might call it some mystical form of stoicism. But there is the mystic part of it, and things start staying where they should be without you holding them there. You're still wounded, there's no question about that, but you are in a better ways. He looks across the rest of you, taking in your reactions. What are your guys' reactions?
This is staring intently. They seem concerned.
Deet's like iffy.
A little bit pissed, I would say.
I mean, you did just suffer 20-something points of damage as well, so that's fair.
Yeah. Just not quite glaring, but very obvious that she's not too happy with the current situation.
Sajara is pretty impassive. Oriana's been through worse.
Okay. He turns around and goes back to his cloak and just throws it back on. You can stay. He holds up his hand and the heavy spear on the ground just flies over to him and he just grabs it.
Like God
That's
of War style.
ridiculous.
Bonks Oriana along the way.
It can do that, actually.
On the way back.
It can do that, but he's not trying to get to do it this time.
Goes through Oriana.
You can stay. I hope you bring such conviction to the fight.
He hops over the ring. He just leaves.
Can I jump over and make sure Oriana's
Sure.
innards stay as innards, please?
I think that's quite fair. It's quite fair. So yeah, you hop over and rush over to your friend. I'm assuming you cast cure wounds or something.
Yes, please, yes, please.
Roger,
Don't think I've
Roger.
ever used it, but
this-
yes.
You don't need to roll for it because we're in narrative mode right now. But yeah, you begin patching up Oriana.
To probably some chiding, I'm just like, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Abigail comes over and begins like tapping you over with some poultices that she has rudimentary knowledge of how to make. I'm sorry. I suppose Captain Gradius had a bad moment earlier.
There's nothing to be sorry for, I knew what I was getting into.
Right.
I can't imagine what did it, though. Don't get me wrong, he earns his title, the Crucible, but even that was harsh.
I mean, we're effectively strangers that he found in his home.
Yes,
Go around.
but he usually would just sort of kick those people out in a similar manner as Miss Anushka here. I don't think he would have challenged one to a one-sided bout.
Well, we are a different sort. He will be sharing a battlefield with us.